I don't want to jump up to M3 yet. We still have a few down at the bottom. I do want to give one quick old man shout out because we are all of age. And
Man of
I
a certain age.
I
Yeah.
think JJ's the only one who's younger than this man, Tamawashi. And he
How
is
old is he?
38
38,
this year?
39.
Yes, I'm still younger. Whew. Okay. You don't understand the struggles I've been going through. Every fucking person I work with, and then my student, they're like, "What are you talking about? The '90s? I wasn't even fucking born. Fuck you."
Oh, dear God. I met a grown ass drinker who was like born in 2000, and I was
Yeah,
like,
this is the
wow,
problem.
wow. I said,
Hey, I was born in '79, guys. Think of how I feel sometimes. I was like, when I talk about early '80s shit and mid '80s shit, and they're like, what?
they're
What?
like, what?
The world
What?
didn't exist then. What are you talking about?
Well, I was talking to one of them, like, when you grow up watching the Power Rangers, like, what's the Power Rangers? Like, fuck you.
Like, you know what? Get out of here. Nope.
Yeah, like, what
We're
are
done
you
talking.
doing?
That's what I mean about being old. I'm so old that when the Power Rangers came out, I was pissed off because I was like, this is just Voltron. You're just stealing from Voltron. I did.
Yes.
That's how old I am.
I bow to your greatness.
You're the bound of oldness. I'm just old.
Well, that was Old Man Tamawashi at a high. He had I think the last two tournaments before the last one. He looked bad. It looked bad, but Tamawashi looked really good this October. Or I'm sorry, this November. Sorry, like he looked really really good. Up at my gosh at a 10. So he is, he's still in there, still holding it strong for all the old men. Very happy. The one guy down at the bottom that, well, at mid, not bottom, but mid or whatever, that is a dark horse for me. Like JJ was saying, how you have your obvious favorites, but then you have guys that you're like, I'm gonna keep my eye on you. Always, I call this guy the dark horse, Hidetoumi.
Mm.
Never know what he's gonna pull. He's cool as shit. Like he
that one yet.
pushes, but he's also a good belt fighter, and he's been able to knock out some Sanyaku dudes. So
I get it, but just like with you with Oho, I gotta see more before I'm really into that guy.
he pulls some dope shit sometimes. Like
I
it's
think
not
Oho does too. So
does he though?
yeah, remember awesome coming up? Mo kicked his ass a couple of times. It was Oho. Oho's a badass. He just doesn't know it.
Well, there's a split difference because Hidetoumi he's confident. It just he doesn't always win all the time. He goes in there like I'm gonna kill.
Yeah.
Like he just doesn't kill enough. Like he has the aura of a killer, but he just doesn't do it. It doesn't always end well. But when it does, it's fun. So that's why he's always my little dark horse or whatever. Ichi Yamamoto, one of your favorites, is up at Maegashira 7 because homeboy fucking just rolled out 11 wins last tournament.
I told you, dude. He
I
slip
and love him. I was like, oh, he's Abi's mini me, but I am starting to agree with you.
His technique is better than Abi's usually. It's for a while, but it's better.
He's what I wish Abi. I feel like
if Abi fought like that, he would be an Ozeki. I'm not joking.
Yep.
That's how physically talented Abi is.
Yep. So that I will give shout out to. Also, so now we're jumping into the higher Maegashiras. Your boy Atami Fuji reaches an all new high. He's Maegashira 1, dude.
Wow.
I'm a fan of Atami Fuji.
Yeah, in the Kushu Basho, he fucking dominated.
He did.
Monster.
Yeah. Oh, good. The last two Basho, you're like someone that young going for a run for the Yusho in two Bashos in a row.
And I put him, and I would put him in the run for the Yusho this Basho as well. Dude's on fire. He's on a roll. I love it. I'm here for it. And yeah, I'm just excited. He'll be touching Sanyaku very quickly.
I think he got motivated when he saw Hakuoho and Goriyama pass him up. when he should have been there first. Because
Yeah.
remember, he got Jericho at 18, and then if
Right.
he was like a 20 made to the top division, that's really awesome. But then he just couldn't do it. And then when we saw those two guys fly, he was like, okay, well, let me just push some aggression into my shit and see what happens.
Yeah.
It happened. He's kicking ass.
He is kicking
Yeah,
it.
that definitely was like somebody dropping a boulder into Jirio, that battle between Hakuoho and Gonoyama, that
Yeah.
last one. That
Yeah.
That
is
was
my favorite match of the year. Like
by far.
legit.
They were
Yes.
brawling. They were brawling.
It was crazy. I lost my shit. I watched it like 14 fucking times at work. I'm sorry.
But that like those matches that Basho, I don't know if it was like, was it 3 Bashos ago? But it are when Gonoyama jumped up, I was like watching him having a fight like Atami Fuji and Hakuoho, I was like, oh shit. And it was sad to see, Hakuoho and Gonoyama and the third dude. I call it's like a little trifecta. Those 3 dudes that the new boys that have been just taking on the world. I don't know. Koneyama. Uh,
Sanolumi? No.
the third one, but he just doesn't get as much shine as Hakuoho and Koneyama.
The one that fucking Jake Book loves, right?
My brain's going. Anyways, it was just sad that Atami Fuji did not join that wave, but he's here now, and he's fucking killing it. Um, damn, my brain is going blank. There's a third one.
It's all right, dude. We'll find it later.
Anyways, yeah, we'll move back. Anyways, up in the still also in the top Mayagashira's, we've got the only little thick boy club member holding it down, Midori Fuji.
Yeah.
Dude, he's holding it down for all of us. I know Inho is supposed to be back this Basho after a serious neck injury. Dude couldn't even apparently hold chopsticks at one point in time and couldn't feel.
Damn.
Yeah, like if there was and I've been watching his Instagram and watching his physical therapy, and I'm like, oh, I need to like mimic some of the stuff that they're doing, that he's doing. But he swears he's back. That shit looks scary to me. Like, I don't know, because he does dive. He likes to hit head first and stuff.
Yeah. He puts his head in those people's bodies like a leopard.
And so as a small dude who does that all the time too, I get it. But shit, I mean,
yeah, I think that's in Japan, Menken wasn't able to train the second day at the Bea because of his neck, and it's because of that. He's just like, I fucking can't keep going.
Dude, I can barely look left. This is because of last week, the Houston tournament. Like I'm barely getting range of motion back. And somehow I'm gonna go hit Caleb tomorrow.
We'll have a good time.
I don't know how this is gonna work, but we'll see. But I can look up and down. Looking to the right, I got almost full motion with no pain. Left, 3/4 pain. So yeah, what it is. But anywho, let's get back.
Yes.
I want to talk more about. So we've got. Let's see. We talked about Tame Fuji M1, Midori Fuji M2. Hokuto Fuji drops. He reached the Sanyaku and then dropped back down. So but it was fine. It's just M1. Also dropping down, falling from grace. Waka Flocka.
Oh yeah.
So he is also M1 right now too.
Is it just me, or since his brother got hurt, he doesn't have the drive he used to?
Yep. I see it, and I'm worried about it.
His brother gave him drive, and he just didn't. It's just gone now.
I was gonna say it. I was gonna say like earlier when you had said like I'm excited to see Wakataka Kage or Wakataka Kage like do just explode with after injury. Something about I don't know. I guess he needs his brother. Sometimes you need that. You needed that energy there. I need my brother sometimes. But So who knows? We will see. But he is. Oh my gosh, should have won. Now in the Sanyaku, I am very happy. Everybody knows I'm a huge fan of Mister. Pew, 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 little Curbs. Little Kirby has finally, after 9 years. Oh, he's got the Takata. Oh, damn.
Same size. Same size.
Nice. After 9 years, our wonderful little lovable pink character has reached the top level. Even he's surprised. He was like, I didn't think I was ever gonna get here. Like that's such an Uda response.
Yes.
And
Yes.
he's like, oh shit, how did I get here? But he is so fun to watch. And I was also
Everything that he does, even his beginning ritual where he's just there and he's like,
he's smelling his farts.
yep, he's just like, there it is. I farted through the front.
What's up, the Mawashi? Well, and I say this on the Breakfast and Basho all the time. It's just his wins or losses. Like even when he loses, he's just the spirit of sumo because he's just like, wow, that was like he'll lose and then just be like, wow, that was a really good one. Kind of that kind of energy where he's excited for your win, kind of thing. Like, damn, well, he got me.
Yeah, every match that he has is always extremely exciting. And then if you look at his winning techniques, they're all over the place. They're like, this move hasn't been done for 60 years in the top division. This move hasn't ever been done. This one, and you're like, what is happening here?
Yeah. The he's an abstract artist. He's just Jackson Pollock all over the
art and martial arts sometimes.
And if you're like feeling a little sad, just go back and go watch him at Worlds when he beat up that Russian.
Yes, I'm playing that clip right now. I played it a zillion times. I will keep playing it. It is the greatest win in sumo history, in my opinion.
Or the one when he's a little kid. That one's pretty good too.
But when he won against the Russian, even the Russian got up and was like
what the fuck happened?
The ref, like, I don't know what just happened there. There's no way I should have lost it. What happened? Yeah. I can't be legal.
The amount of space that he had to like invert into, he was like, that's not fucking possible.
I've never beaten someone so hard that they were like, what? Especially on the world level. Greatest. I should have to like old sumo guys, and they're like, oh my god. And I'm like, I don't know, that shouldn't be possible, right?
Well, he was a gymnast before sumo. Yeah, there are photos of him. I mean, when he was a lot slimmer, dude is agile as fuck. He was doing all kinds of like.
He was also like a traditional wrestler, right? Like a American style wrestler.
Yeah. So that's why he's so unorthodox. But I love to see it. It's a little. I think it's like a little peek into amateur sumo. But somehow he slipped it into. He slipped under the radar because he's Japanese and into pro sumo, and we're like,
that combination of the two of like gymnastics and adding in wrestling and stuff like that. That's like all the Russian, the Ukrainians, they all do backflips, part of warm ups, and all of that. It's all a part of the curriculum of wrestling. Is like 45 minutes of gymnastics. And then, of course, like if we can see it in like the Ukrainians and stuff like that, you're like, this is insane. But you only have one person that can come over. It's a little different. When you are Japanese, you're in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we've got a few more in the Sanyaku to get through, so we can close this out. There's Papayasu. He is finally back. I'm glad he's back at Komusubi, back where he belongs.
Filipino.
Exactly. I wish Mitakayumi was up there, but Mitakayumi is not. So we only got one half Filipino. Papayasu. It looks good. Unfortunately, Daisho will not be making his run for Ozeki. He deserves to be an Ozeki.
He's got he gives you two great tournaments and then a bad one.
I know. So he's sticking around at Sekiwake. which
A bad one. I mean, for Ozeki, like getting like 8 or 9 wins or 7 to 8 isn't really that bad in the top division, but
yeah.
trying to be Ozeki, it
If you're
is.
trying to be Ozeki, you need to
Yeah.
show the
It's
fuck
like
up.
it's like if you're an Ozeki and you're getting 12 or 13 wins, well, you want 13 or 14 if you want to be a Yokozuna. Like you need that
He's
next
the,
step.
but like he's the kind of pusher that I can like if sometimes you get these football guys on your teams here in the US.
Yeah.
I mean, and you can see their potential of pushing, some guys, like Sam Kimka, a couple other people that just they have these great pushes, and you just want to, I just want to like literally send them to every video of Daisho because like pushing and control. I think there's only Takakeisho and Daisho are the only two that do it right, and to me,
Consistently. Yeah.
and
Consistently.
consistently in that category. But Takageisho's got more mass. Daisho's right in that bulky, like lineman kind of like football like build, where I just want to like point to him and be like, watch literally everything he does because I need your. And I'm like more than that, more than his hands. I'm like watch his lower half.
Right.
Because dude tracks, Gonayama tracks well, but Daisho's he's the original of it. He tracks so well. It's so good.
Yama's still too young or too green to tell, right?
Yeah.
Like when chaos happens, he's been kind of falling apart, but
Shit.
He's supposed to. He's supposed to. He still has to figure out how to keep his feet under him.
Yeah.
Funny thing, because you were talking about mass, Daisho actually has more mass than Takeisho. He's actually heavier.
Oh, fuck?
Yeah, I believe Daisho is 168 kilograms and Takeisho's 165. But everybody thinks
like
because he's so round, everybody thinks Takeisho is like the fattest, biggest guy, but he's actually close to the middle at around 360 pounds. I think a middle. I worked that once. It's around 345 to 355 is the top division, and like Papiasu's like 400 pounds. So
yeah,
just crazy like that. Some people are built. I'm built like Takeisho. No matter what I do, I'm gonna have a belly. All my fat comes to the middle. And so I have a round look to me. It's gonna happen no matter what I do. Even when I was like 250, 275 when I was way younger, I was still people made fun of me of the fact that they called it junior because all my fat was right here in the middle. And so I kind of looked pregnant.
Oh, we don't do
that.
Kids are fucking mean.
And stuff. They're like, hey, Junior, and they would like pet my belly. And I was like, I mean, I'm older now, I can deal with it, but like when you're in high school, you're like, God damn it, I suck. But yeah.
Well, the only other Sekiwake is Pancakes, aka Kotonowaka.
I couldn't make Ozeki this year.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of him, but I see his greatness. I don't know why. I'm just always like, he looks like a man child.
It's like it's a little bit like walking Maharu,
like
the way he kind of just won, but you didn't really notice he was winning until like the last few days. You're like, this guy has 10 wins. Where did that come from?
Okay, maybe that's what I mean. He's forgettable. Like
yeah,
and then like you said near the end, you're like, oh shit, I guess he has been winning.
Yeah.
Like I don't know, he's just forgettable. Maybe it's just he has such a child face where I'm like, I don't look at him like he doesn't have that Terunofuji look like where Terunofuji, yeah, he's banged up, but homeboy steps in the ring, I'd be like, I feel some way.
There's an earthquake that happens, right?
Yeah.
And it's all from his fucking spirit pressure.
I feel some kind of way, like oh, but Kotonowaka just be like, it's not fucking around. Like I don't know, like I would feel like I would want to joke around with him, but I don't know. That's just my thought. And we're up, and we're back up at the top. I guess I will say that Takakeisho, I actually didn't know this, that there was like Ozeki 1 and Ozeki 2.
Yeah.
I thought you were just Ozeki.
He's the third one down this time for some reason.
Oh, whatever. I guess he's Ozeki 2. Sure. I don't know. You're still an Ozeki, but obviously Hoshoryu and Kirishima are Ozeki 1s. West.
It depends on how you do in the last tournament.
Kirishima's going for Yokozuna.
And the only thing that really matters is like you know how they take turns at the end of the tournament. Like right now, the first day, Takeshi's going to go first. Hosho's going to go second, and then at the end of the Ozekis is going to be Kirishima, and then Kirishima will go first the next day, and then Takeshi, and they'll keep rotating those when they have matches.
Was
That's
not
the
really
thing that really matters. Otherwise, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Well, Kirishima, the only exciting other thing is that to watch would probably be Kirishima. God, we need a healthy Yokozuna. That's for damn sure. I think he can do it.
True.
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to happen this tournament.
I hate Kirishima.
I don't hate Kirishima. I just don't think he's ready.
I do. I hate him. I don't like him. Yeah, when I look at him, he reminds me of James Franco's little brother.
He's Eric. What are you talking about?
He is not Eric. I like Eric. I don't like Kirishima. He's a piece of shit. I don't know why. I just don't like him. I don't like his face. I don't like the way. I don't like his particular style as sumo. I just don't like him.
But I just don't think he's ready. If Teruno Fuji is healthy, which report so far says he's going to be fine for this tournament, though who knows? Who knows?
Yeah.
No.
They like to say that, and just in case, like the last day, they're like, "Oh, he can't do it," so that people don't get like upset that the Yokozuna's missing another one.
We're unfortunately having a Kisa no Sato, or like kind of moment.
True,
era.
but you know how good he is. Like, the one real tournament he did last year, he won. It was awesome.
I get it. I would love for it, but in reality,
but even if he doesn't, I don't think Hoshoryu and Takeshi are going to let fucking Kirishima get Yokozuna before them.
No, I think Hoshoryu realized that he fucked up, right? He's going to put it all together on this one.
He looks good. He looks good at the Jungyos.
I don't think he's really good, but it's the same thing I said last tournament when Takeshi was up for. I was like, I said, as much as I love him, he's my favorite wrestler right now. I think he's going to get it because I knew who Shoryu and Kirishima are going to be like, nope, we're not going to fucking let you get this. And that's going to be one of those guys are going to have to come past it. I don't think it's going to happen yet. I could be wrong, but I don't think it's going to happen yet. I think those three guys are going to keep each other off of Yokozuna for a while. They're going to beat each other until one of them takes another step, if they do. That's my opinion for 2024.
Okay. Well, now that we have reached the pinnacle, who is your, I guess, pick for, to be in the U show? Each one of you guys, Mr. Caleb. Or our guest goes first.
Oh, damn it. Damn. All right. Fuck, man. I am a dreamer. And so as a dreamer, I am going to say Takayasu.
Oh,
yeah. And this is the reason why I think that a lot of shit's going to happen with those Ekis. They're going to fuck up. I think Hoshoyuru, if he stumbles early, it's going to continue, right? He hurt his foot on like day 4 of the last Basho, and it screwed him up for the rest. Kirishima, if he gets an injury, he usually pulls out. So it's going to be somewhere in there, and it's going to be a weird little hole, and he's going to come in or get super close.
Like a little Papa Bear coming out of hibernation.
It won't be based off of his own skill. It's going to be chaos.
Right. When the sumo gods part the seas and just somehow let a motherfucker just float through.
Exactly.
It does happen. It does happen.
I mean, we remember Tamawashi, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the world had to like completely shut down for that, but it happened.
And he's like, I mean, I guess I'll take it then.
So
also he's not I thought he was injured. He injured his back before the Kyushu Basho, and it scared me a little bit, but he seems fine. So I think he'll be able to really hold himself together, and he'll excel in the later days where he usually kind of falls apart a little bit.
Yeah.
I do think Teruno Fuji will come back this one, and I will come back healthy this one and win the whole thing. I think, though, that's going to be a pattern for him. He's going to miss 2 or 3 tournaments, come back and win. 2 or 3 tournaments, come back and win. Up until the fact that he just can't even do that anymore. But I think no one's going to give him shit as long as he does 1 or 2 tournaments a year. I think they're going to let him keep going because they know as much as we do that these guys are in the prefaces. There's 3 guys that could be Yokozunas, but they're not there yet.
Yeah.
And Asayama, who knows?
Uh,
Because
yeah.
can he stay healthy enough to get
That's
back up
right.
there?
Damn, we've completely
I
forgot
forgot about him.
Oh,
Oh my
damn.
god.
That's sad. Damn.
Oh,
I
I
never
can't believe I
forgot
forgot about him.
Asayama, but
Fucked him all the way off.
he's a badass, but his
Ooh,
hurt him pretty bad.
where did you get all? Oh, duh. Of course, you were in Japan. I'm like, where are you getting the? Oh, yeah, you were right.
But that's my decision for this next tournament. I'm going to go with Terunofuji coming back healthy and winning this one, and then being gone for another 2 or 3 tournaments.
Okay.
My, I haven't actually thought deep enough. My show, I can. Okay, I'll know by day 3 when it comes to Teru no Fuji. But my maybe hopeful, wishful thinking.
Yes.
Guys, I have 3, so I can't choose between the 3. But
Yeah, you can. You can make
Yeah,
one.
I know. Boo! Don't do that. Come on,
No,
just
no,
get
all
this.
right, all right, all right.
There's 3 guys I wanted to pick. I chose one. You chose.
I took a fucking crazy choice.
I picked Mr. Injury Knees. So
Yeah.
do
I
this.
want to say I want to. Okay, I'll start by saying the 3, which is Uda, Gonoyama, and Atame Fuji. Out of the 3, in a weird Wonka world, Bizarro world, I would love Uda in his new. Maybe something sparks in him in his new. He's like, wow, I made it to the the Sanyaku rank. Who knows how high I can go? And by some, just like the Papayasu, like by some whatever stroke of luck, some weird fucking.
Motherfuckers doing magic.
Yeah, I know, and that's what I just
Magic.
feel like actually I don't think he'll take the entire thing, but I'd like for just once for him to be like that dude that's just in the U show is just like, holy shit, I'm here. And of course he'll probably fail, but I want to watch him and see how he's never been here. So it's a new thing for his brain, for his body, his energy.
Okay, but here's the thing. He's Kobasubi. Kobasubi M1 almost never do it. I think the last time Kobasubi that I remember winning was Takesho's first one. And that was what, 5 years ago?
Dude. He's such a weirdo. I feel like he would just do some shit like that and be like, well, wow, I just made history. That's cool.
Shit.
I'm just saying, he's gonna have to. The first week he's taking on all 3 of the Ozekis.
Oh yeah,
Yokozuna's healthy. He's taking on him
used
too.
to it though.
That's the first week.
He's beaten each one of them though. In random, not in the same tournament, but he's beaten each one of them.
It's gonna be hard. It's not.
I don't think his knees will be able to handle it for this. They've been a little dicey. Every time you see him fall, he gets up a little different.
All right, so let me ask y'all something real quick before we come off that. I've already said what I'm excited about for 2024, and that's the 2 guys who are injured, and hopefully they come back really badass. What are you guys excited for 2024 for the whole year, not just the next tournament? Justin,
2 things. No, 3 things. Onosato, just because of the personal relationship.
Yeah.
I'm like, it trips you out that it's like, I know this man, you know what I mean? And to watch his rise, he's cool as fuck, like personally, and his his sumo style is amazing. So I am really, 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 really excited to watch his journey, because he's going to be doing great things. And I just, as long as he stays injury free. Number 2, I'm with you, Caleb, watching the re-rise of Hakuoho.
Yeah.
That is going to be fun for this entire year. That is just going to make me happy. Watching him just mow down motherfuckers in Makuuchita. Like,
I heard from
vengeance.
the NHK review that I didn't notice the first time when him and Gonoyama had that rematch in the top division. I'm not talking about the badass one. We're talking about that
Yeah,
last
yeah.
one, Jurio. Like,
Lackluster one.
yeah, I didn't notice the first time, but they mentioned it. Hakuho took off his fucking his restraints on his shoulder for
Right,
that
right.
fucking match, and I was like, oh, that's someone who wants to beat that motherfucker. It's like, fuck my shoulder, take that shit off, let's go.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
He's dude, God, he's everything that's been kind of lackluster in sumo for me. Like there are a few Goneyama and Onosato, like I finally get this like ooh, that this like chill
Yeah.
feeling, like I did when back when the dynasty of the Hako dynasty was there. It was just like I get this like these young guns that are hungry. They're not just getting a paycheck. They're not just kind of floating, floating through my gosh. They're aiming for one goal, and it's the fucking top. And they're like clawing each other to get back to it, to get to it. And sumo's been missing that for a couple of years in my opinion. I mean, there's people who, of course, like I love, like the Hoshoyu rivalry, the Asanoyama kind of thing. Like, but these boys,
Asayama and Takesho. I didn't realize that how much until he came back after the hurt to beat Takesho and pretty much take him out of the whole Yokozuna run. I was
yeah,
like, man, I miss those two guys fight. As much as I love Takesho, I was like, I miss those two guys fight because not Hakuho is retired. Asayama is still the only guy who can routinely get to Takesho's belt.
Mm.
Really can. It's amazing to me. It's amazing. But go ahead. Sorry.
just I want to see a match of Onosato and Takakesho. We'll see what happens. I want to I want to see all of Onosato's. I just want to see him with like the other new boys, the Gonayama match. I want to see Onosato versus Atami Fuji. That's great because they're both big, tall, towering, but unlike Tree Trunks, they actually can get low with it. Like it's gonna be a good year of sumo.
I think so too. JJ, what are you looking forward to?
Man, fuck, I kind of want to echo everything Justin just said, to be completely honest. It's the new blood. That new blood is really exciting, right? They're all coming in, they're all extremely like unique, and they bring their own
Right.
like personality, stories, and like own spirits to it. So that I'm really looking forward to that. But fuck, I guess maybe Hoshoyuru getting up to that Yokozuna, right? Like one way or another, we need another Yokozuna. Like we don't have a choice. We need one,
Yeah.
right? And I don't think like prediction wise, Teruno Fuji is going to last two more Bashos 1 year. Like that's my theory.
Yeah,
Two
he
Bashos
can
1 year.
stretch it out where he goes,
Yeah.
three days. Oh no, he's out.
Yeah.
5 days. Oh, he's out. He can stretch it.
They're,
Like
they're going to play that for as long as they need to, but I know that the JSA isn't happy with him, right? He should have been Yokozuna probably earlier than he was.
Well, he
So
hurt himself though way back in the day. So remember he
yeah,
had that amazing climb from the very bottom back up again because of his knee injuries.
it was an
yeah.
amazing story, but he's his. I mean,
It's kind of done, right?
yeah,
Like
yeah, yeah.
we're at the end of the story, and
I want to say
without another Yokozuna, that's that exclamation point on the ritual and the art and the spirit of sumo. I feel like it's missing something.
but
Yeah.
you never know because going back to Akibono, one of my favorite things about Akibono is he was a badass when he first got in there. And then he got hurt, and it took him a long time, and he was doing the same shit where he's having like one, maybe two tournaments a year. He was injured all the time. And then at one point, he came back for another like 2 years. And I think he won 4 freaking tournaments in like a 2 year span after everybody thought he was already done. So you never know. You never know.
You might have a point because he has been doing a whole lot of thirst trap videos recently with him working out in a gym. And I gotta say, I don't know who's in charge of his Instagram or what's going on, but him and a little workout cut off sleeves. I'm like, all right, let's go.
That man has the best workouts, in my opinion, of all
Yeah.
smokers I've
He
ever
Koto
seen.
motivates me.
Echo.
I'm like,
Koto Echo.
I gotta count how many plates.
Koto Echo's pretty bad, so I gotta give it to Taro.
Oh,
Senator
like,
Fuji, his workouts are sick. Like,
sick, dude.
I be sitting there like, wait, how many plates does that man have? And he's just doing shoulders. He's just like, ah.
JJ, did you watch? Did you ever? Are you a football fan at all?
yeah. Well, I'm a fan of athleticism.
Okay, so I want Justin to do this. Justin, when we get off tonight, look up Larry Allen.
Okay.
The offensive lineman from the 1990s. He played for the Dallas Cowboys. Look up Larry Allen's bench press and stuff, and you're gonna be the most shocked you've ever. He's probably the strongest human being, second strongest human being I've ever seen in my entire life. Please do. Just look it up. You don't have to watch any of the football. Just have him do a bench press. That alone will make you go, holy fuck, this guy was amazing. Just do that.
Nothing's made me feel more puny than that.
Yeah, he was so strong that the rest of the NFL linemen talked about, like, yeah, you didn't piss him off because you were a grown man and he pushed you like you were a child. That's how strong he was. Larry Allen, do it.
I know Woody Allen. I know Tim Allen.
Do it.
He could pick up both of those guys with one arm.
Yes. Yes, it was insane. We talk about to this day. Like, holy shit, how strong could this human being be? Larry Allen. Okay, we're gonna wrap it up here now, guys. I probably talked everybody's ear off. And plus I'm almost out of beer. This is my last beer, so I have to finish this. JJ, I'm so happy you joined us this time. I've always wanted to sit here and talk nerdy shit with you. In fact, guys, after this, I'm uploading 2 videos. We're gonna have the sumo shit, but you come back to another video where we just talk nerdy shit like Star Trek, Marvel movies, and whatever other nerdy shit we came up with. That's gonna be a separate video from this. Watch that too. Should be a lot of fun. And everybody, to a good 2024, both in our amateur sumo wrestling and in the pros, man. Let's get our sumo on.
It's the last one of the year.
Woo!
Cheers.
New Year's, baby.
Pew!
Good night. We got any little firecrackers, big man? You got
Justin, do stuff.
Do some hand signals. My favorite is you did this once. One time he did this and like laser lights came out from behind him.
Oh, I know. That was the best one.
That was the best one.
Nothing wants to do it when you want it, Justin.
When you wanted to. Nope.
Oh.
Oh, well, next time.